I'm so excited to share with you our proven parent power method to lose fat, build muscle, without doing endless cardio, restricting your favorite foods, or following unrealistic diets. So you can go from stuck, frustrated, and exhausted to strong, lean, and confident in just 120 days. My name is Alex Hansen. I'm the founder of Hansen Health, the Parent Power Method, the first and only system designed specifically for busy parents who want real, lasting results without sacrificing family time or their sanity. My promise today is that you're going to be walking away from this video with a whole new vision for your body, your health, and your life, because I'm going to be showing you how you can make the ultimate shift from struggling to lose fat to living a sustainable, healthy lifestyle that actually fits your life as a busy parent. This allows you to burn fat in your sleep as a busy parent. So here's what's going to happen. And here's how you can get the most out of this video. During the course of this video, I'm going to be inviting you to make some important decisions about your life. For some of you, these decisions are going to impact your body weight and body composition. For others, these decisions are going to reach well beyond that. And you'll realize that you've been playing it way too small in your relationships, in your career, your self-worth. You're going to walk away knowing some key strategies you can put into action immediately. My objective is that you watch this video and you walk away claiming more for yourself, your body, and your life as a busy parent. So are you in for that? Are you ready to make new decisions and just stretch with me just a little bit? So here's the deal. If you stay for the entirety of this video and you decide to go on this health journey with me, I'll be sending you a free step-by-step video course on exactly how to shed 15 to 25 pounds of body fat in 120 days or less without giving up your favorite foods, and giving you the entire plan so you have the step-by-step guide to follow for fitness, nutrition, and mindset. This free video course is just for busy parents who are sick and tired of quick fixes and ready for a plan that actually fits their life. You'll get the course documents, the step-by-step plan to follow, and a video walkthrough of exactly what to do to get the results. So let's get comfy in the meantime and dive right in. I'm going to be emailing you this video course right afterwards. Now, I know that you're watching this because you're a parent who's burnt out from trying to cut calories, do more cardio, and just still not seeing results. You're in the right place if you've hit a plateau recently in your fat loss and you're excited to learn about an approach to health and fat loss that's built specifically for busy parents, no matter your starting weight, shape, or how far you feel like you are from your goals. You're also in the right place if you've been working out and dieting and still not seeing results for all of your hard work. How many times have you woken up on a Monday and decided to go on a diet? You skip breakfast, you eat salad for lunch, and by dinner you're so ravenous, you eat multiple helpings. And then after dinner, you make your way through the pantry, even binging on foods you don't even necessarily enjoy. And when all is said and done, it's not over yet, because you lie down at night feeling bloated, frustrated, and shameful. You tell yourself you'll make up for it by waking up early to do tons of cardio and burn off the calories that you just ate. Think about if this has happened to you, if you've been stuck on this hamster wheel before. Finally, you're in the right place if you just feel defeated, because you know that carrying a few extra pounds has been keeping you feeling 100% confident in your own skin, and if you're being honest with yourself, it affects how you show up. When someone else gains a bit of weight, it might not even be noticeable, right? But when you do, it feels heavier, because the impact shows up in your energy, your confidence, and how you show up for your family. It's not just about a number on the scale, it's about how those extra pounds make everyday things harder. Feeling winded going up the stairs, struggling to keep up with your kids, and avoiding pictures because you don't like the way that you look. I'm curious, which one of these struggles resonated with you the most? Maybe all three of them hit home. And today, I'm going to be sharing you with the best information I know as we uncover the 3 steps you need to follow to start losing fat and building muscle sustainably as a busy parent. And I'm going to be sharing some of my client stories today because these are real people with real struggles, and you might find that they're a lot like you. So I'm going to be giving you the goods today, the entire plan. In fact, this is the exact same method I teach inside the Hansen Health Academy, which is our 16-week online health and fitness program designed specifically for busy parents. We'll talk more a little bit about that at the end, but for now, we're going to be focusing on these 3 critical steps. And whichever part resonated with you the most on the previous slide, or whatever reason brought you here today, I want you to know I fully support you and your reasons for being here. I'm also here to tell you this goes a lot deeper than just fat loss. A couple of really powerful things are on the line here. First of all, your time and your self-esteem. You know, you just can't keep slashing calories, cutting carbs, and trying to outwork a bad plan, because it's not working, right? You're wasting your time with this approach and you know it. And you don't want this full sense of failure to keep chipping away at your self-esteem. Something else that's on the line is your freedom of choice. When you get dressed each morning and automatically reach for the loosest, most forgiving clothes, oversized hoodies, stretchy leggings, anything that hides your body, you're stepping out into the world hiding a part of who you are. You know that's not the real you, and it's impacting how you show up in your life, with your family, at work, and even with yourself. Another thing on the line is regret. Imagine going your whole life without knowing what it feels like to be the healthiest, strongest, and most confident version of yourself. Are you willing to risk always wondering what could have been if you actually just invested in yourself? You know the path that you're on right now just isn't sustainable. And if you don't take action while you're motivated, there's a real chance you'll just stay stuck or even stop trying altogether. You could give up entirely on your health and lose any progress that you've already made. Do you feel this on a deep level? Just a quick heart-to-heart for a second. I just want to keep it real. This goes so much deeper than just losing fat and looking good in the mirror. And don't worry, the rest of this video is literally about getting you leaner, stronger, and feeling your absolute best inside and out. But for now, think about how this affects your self-care, your long-term health, your energy at work, your ability to show up for your family, your confidence, your self-esteem, your relationships. God forbid the weight keeps creeping up. You feel more bloated, more sluggish, more disconnected from yourself, and you keep moving in the opposite direction of your goals, feeling even more confused about how to fix it. Wouldn't that be devastating? You deserve to have the strongest, healthiest, most powerful version of yourself, and I'm here to tell you that this can and will be yours. So, can you see how this is not just about fat loss? This is about feeling strong, energized, and unstoppable as a parent. It's about being able to keep up with your kids, lead by example, and show up as your best self at home, at work, and in life. It's about commanding more confidence in your career, setting boundaries, taking risks, and expecting more for yourself, not just for your health, but for your future. I've taken everything I've learned from my certifications, my experience as a body transformation coach, an athlete, my education in fitness and nutrition, and most importantly, my own personal journey as someone who has struggled with weight, mindset, and balance as an adult, and I've been putting it all together into a proven plan. And before we dive into that plan, I wanted to give you a little bit of background into how I got here, because I know there's a lot of noise on the internet telling you how to lose fat, but this is not that. This is a proven science-backed system specifically designed for busy parents, developed through real experience and backed by top weight loss doctors, registered dietitians, and body transformation experts who understand what it takes to create sustainable, lasting results in real life as a busy parent. It's not cookie cutter because I believe you deserve better. It's also the only framework out there designed specifically for busy parents juggling careers, family, and real life. So here's a little bit about me. Like I said, I'm a fitness coach, bodybuilding competitor, and body transformation expert, but my path here wasn't exactly traditional either. I started my own fitness journey after hitting rock bottom, struggling with depression, anxiety, and a body I just wasn't proud of. After a near-death car accident, a mentor handed me $100 and told me to try and hit the gym. And he was the only person that believed in me and challenged me to be able to take care of myself and take it to the next level. And that one small moment changed everything. From there, I became obsessed with understanding how to transform not just my body, but my mindset and my life. But even as I got stronger, there was always just a disconnect. I never really felt like the fit, confident person that I wanted to be. At first, I was skinny fat. No muscle, soft around the middle. I thought I was doing everything right, hitting the gym, eating cleanish, but my body never really changed. Over time, life piled on. I was working like 6 to 7 days a week, stressed out, having bad habits, and I was just emotionally eating all the time. And slowly, I went from skinny fat to overweight to 40 to 50 pounds overweight to be exact. It wasn't sudden. It was years of stopping and starting, falling off track, never having a system that actually fit my life. The harder that I pushed, the more restrictive that I got. The more I ended up frustrated, burned out, and further away from where I wanted to be. Of course, none of it ever worked. I kept trying to outwork bad habits with more cardio, stricter diets, and just starting over on Monday. But it never stuck, and every time I failed, it felt like proof that I just wasn't cut out for it. Physically, I was getting softer, heavier, and more inflamed. Mentally, I was just stuck in a cycle of guilt, shame, and frustration. I remember hitting a point where I avoided mirrors altogether. The guy looking back at me didn't match who I wanted to be, not even close. That was one of my lowest points. I knew deep down it wasn't a lack of willpower, I just didn't have a system that fit my life. I remember what would happen after following those super restrictive diets, cutting out all my favorite foods, just trying to get lean. Sure, I dropped some weight for the short term, but the second that life got busy, the second I let off the gas, I gained it all back. And it wasn't just a few pounds, it was like the progress just unraveled overnight. One of the moments that hit me the hardest was going to one of my favorite music festivals. I felt gross, run down, I hated taking my shirt off. Instead of enjoying myself, I was just stuck in my own head, self-conscious, uncomfortable, picking myself apart the entire time. That was a wake-up call for me. Maybe you can relate to an experience like this. After years of spinning my wheels, I finally realized I couldn't keep doing this on my own. I decided to invest in a coach who specialized in body transformation and sustainable fitness and nutrition, not just quick fixes. For the first time, I wasn't starving myself. I wasn't killing myself with cardio. I learned how to fuel my body properly, train for my goals, and build habits that actually fit my life. That's when everything changed. In 120 days, I lost a ton of fat, I built muscle in a way that felt sustainable, and my confidence, it shot through the roof. Not just because of how I looked, but because I finally felt in control of my health. That transformation lit a fire under me. I knew I had something special, something that actually worked, and I wanted to understand it on a deeper level. That's why I got certified as a personal training specialist, because it just wasn't about me anymore. I wanted to take everything I had learned from my own transformations, from my coaching experience, and from understanding what actually works in the real world, and build a program that helped other busy parents who felt stuck just like I did. I created what would eventually become the Parent Power Method within our Hanson Health Academy, a sustainable, no BS system designed to help busy parents lose fat, build muscle, and finally feel in control of their health again. And when I started coaching clients through this approach, the results were incredible. Not only were they losing fat, they were gaining strength, energy, and confidence in a way that felt doable for the long haul. Since then, I've helped hundreds of busy parents achieve their own body transformations, not through restrictive diets, not through endless cardio, but by following a sustainable system that actually fits real life. Honestly, I've never been more confident that you're sitting in front of the biggest opportunity to start finally taking control of your health, your body, and your life. That's why I'm so excited to introduce to you the Parent Power Method, my proven system for busy parents who want to lose fat, build muscle, and feel in control again without giving up their favorite foods or spending hours in the gym. And it all starts with step one, understanding how your body actually works and why the traditional eat less, move more approach keeps failing busy parents just like you. Because as a busy parent, your body does respond differently than the average person does. So I'm guessing you've been down the rabbit hole of Googling calorie calculator, how many calories should I eat to lose weight, am I right? You plug in your age, gender, weight, activity level, maybe even your height, and it spits out some magic number. And if it probably looks something like this. You need 1,200 calories or less per day to lose weight. And if you're anything like the hundreds of busy parents I've worked with, you've probably seen that before, and you maybe even gave it a shot, unfortunately. And the first time you saw that number, you probably thought, well, that makes sense, right? I'm not super active. Maybe I should just eat a lot less. You kind of gaslight yourself into believing that's what you have to do, so you try it. But when you actually drop your calories that low, you get hit with insane cravings, your energy tanks, your mood swings like crazy, you feel bloated, sluggish, frustrated, and physically weak. Not exactly the results that you were hoping for, so why do these calorie calculators seem to work for other people, but not for you? So here's the thing. It's not because you're broken, it's because your lifestyle and body function differently than the people these cookie cutter calculators are made for. Busy parents burn fewer calories in a day than someone who has unlimited free time to train, prep, and recover. Your body isn't broken, but your metabolism has adapted. Your stress, lack of sleep, inconsistent habits, it all adds up. So when you try and copy what works for your single, gym-obsessed coworker, it backfires. This isn't a discipline problem, it's a strategy problem. Here's the part most people don't understand. Metabolism isn't just about calories in versus calories out. There's an actual equation behind it, and things like muscle mass, age, activity level all play a role. For parents juggling careers, kids, and life, your metabolism can definitely take a hit. Not because you're lazy, but because of years of stress, poor sleep, inconsistent habits, and just less muscle mass. Research shows that when you lose muscle or never build it in the first place, your metabolism slows down. So it's not just about eating less, it's about rebuilding the engine that burns calories for you. That's why copy and paste plans don't work for busy parents. You need a strategy that focuses on revving up your metabolism first. This is a key to understanding why traditional advice keeps failing you. You're not going to lose weight, get toned, or build the body that you want blindly following calorie calculators and starving yourself. So let me give you an example. Let's say you and your super fit no-kid coworker both decide to go on a diet and do cardio. That person's maintenance might be 2,700 calories a day, then they cut 500 calories and still have plenty of fuel left to feel good, build muscle, and stay energized. But for you, juggling work, parenting, stress, and less muscle mass, your maintenance might only be like 1,500, 1,800 calories. Cutting 500 calories from that, you'd be left starving, with zero energy, losing muscle, and wrecking your metabolism even further. That's why the typical eat less, move more advice backfires for busy parents. But when busy parents like you try to cut the same 500 calories from an already existing low intake, let's say 1,600 to 1,200 for an example, things get ugly fast. It becomes harder to function, harder to stay consistent, honestly, more dangerous. When you drop calories that low, your body fights back. Your metabolism slows down to conserve energy, you start losing muscle instead of fat, and ironically, you actually hold on to fat because your body thinks it's in survival mode, where you just plateau or even gain weight. Have you ever stepped on a scale after dieting and sure, the number went down, but when you looked in the mirror and thought, why do I feel soft, bloated, and tired? That's not fat loss, that's muscle loss. But then you step in front of the mirror and you still see the belly fat. You don't look more toned, you don't feel stronger. Instead, you just look softer, kind of deflated and weak. That's not your fault. It's what happens when busy parents follow the typical eat less, do more cardio approach. You're losing muscle, your metabolism slows down, and you're left with what we call the skinny fat look, where the scale goes down, but your body doesn't actually change in the way that you want it to. We lose muscle mass and hold on to fat, which leads to that skinny fat look. So let's be honest for a second. Has the traditional diet and exercise approach left you feeling like this? Working hard but still soft and plateauing, losing weight but not seeing the tone and definition that you want, or potentially even holding on to weight or even gaining weight in the process? If you had to rate it, 1 being nope, not me, 5 being yep, that's exactly me, where would you fall? If you answered 4 or higher, I want you to know you're not alone. Nearly every busy parent I work with feels the exact same way. This is important to understand because it proves that nothing is wrong with your body. You're not broken, you're not lazy, you've just been following advice that wasn't made for you. This is the busy parent experience. And the good news, you can lose the weight. You just need a different approach, one that actually fits your life. You don't need more willpower, you don't need to try harder, you just need a different approach, one that actually fits your body, your life, and your season of parenting. Take a deep breath, there's nothing wrong with you. I've been there too. There was a time where I felt stuck, frustrated, and honestly, like maybe I was the problem. My self-esteem took a huge hit because no matter what I did, nothing seemed to work. But once I learned how to work with my body instead of against it, everything changed. And now, I want to show you how to do the exact same thing so you can lose fat, build muscle, and finally feel in control again. So now that you understand why typical diet and cardio plans keep failing you, let's move on to step 2. Step 2 is all about making the shift from eating less and doing more cardio to boosting your metabolism the smart way. And how do you do that? By focusing on what actually drives long-term fat loss, building lean muscle, and increasing your resting metabolism. This isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. So let's break down why this approach works and how it's the most sustainable, realistic path for busy parents like you. So this here is your TDEE. It stands for total daily energy expenditure. This equals the total number of calories that you burn each day, including your physical activity. Now your TDEE is made up of 2 things. The first one is your physical activity, everything that you do when you're not resting, including workouts, but also carrying packages, walking upstairs, cleaning your house, unloading groceries, cooking, any kind of physical movement throughout the day. Your TDEE is also made up of your resting metabolism, which we just learned is slightly lower for us as busy parents. And remember, these are the total numbers of calories you burn a day just watching Netflix and hanging out. So this is not your exercise, just your basic metabolic function keeping you alive. So pop quiz here. Which do you think burns more calories, your exercise or your resting metabolism? We're going to see the breakdown on the next slide, and you will be surprised even if you got this correct. As it turns out, physical activity makes up less than 30% of your total daily energy expenditure. In fact, your actual workouts are only burning 10% of your total daily calorie burn, and that's nothing. That leaves us with a whopping 70% of our total daily calorie burn and fat burning potential being left up to our resting metabolism. While you're resting is the largest component and determinant of your ability to lose weight and burn fat. That's so huge. So how do you switch from traditional diet and exercise approach to the new parent power metabolic approach and rev up your metabolism? Building muscle is the best way to increase your metabolism because muscle burns more calories than body fat. In fact, studies show that adding just 1 pound of lean muscle mass could lead to losing an additional 6 to 11 pounds per year without changing anything, doing cardio, cutting calories, or dieting. Imagine if I just waved a magic wand and I gave you an extra pound of muscle mass. Now you have this extra pound of muscle mass. This means over the next year, you could lose up to 11 pounds without changing anything about your diet, your exercise, anything. You just go to sustainably burn the fat over a course of a year. As busy parents, we have to focus on building muscle to boost metabolism and burn more fat at rest, around the clock. To do this, you can follow the Parent Power method, which is designed specifically to rev up your metabolism in a sustainable, realistic way instead of random full body circuits or endless cardio. I recommend focusing on upper body, lower body splits. Why? Because hitting each muscle group twice per week stimulates more muscle growth while giving you the recovery that you actually need. So upper body, lower body splits give you more muscle activation, more optimal recovery, better fat burning potential without spending your life in the gym. This is the smart way to build strength, tone up, and support your metabolism, even with a busy family and career. You're going to need to eventually get a pair of dumbbells, but that's not the only option. Resistance bands, some body weight can absolutely work too. The key is doing them the right way. Not just doing some random home workouts, not just going through the motions. You need progressive overload, which means increasing the challenge over time, whether that's weights, reps, tempo. If you've been relying on body weight circuits, endless cardio, or soft workouts with no progression, you already know it's not going to be getting you the results that you want. For busy parents, it's not about doing more, it's about following a smart, structured plan that builds muscle and boosts metabolism. Using dumbbells, bands, body weight, the core workouts, endless cardio, and time on the treadmill, it's just not working. So with progressive overload, it means you're gradually making your workouts more challenging by lifting heavier weights, adding more reps, slowing down the tempo, adjusting your rest periods, increasing intensity in smart ways. That's how you build muscle. That's how you boost your metabolism. That's how you finally see the body change. And the best part, these workouts, you only need 20 to 45 minutes. Because as a busy parent, you don't need more time in the gym. You need a plan that actually works. You don't need to be spending your whole life in the gym. And I would aim between 3 and 5 days per week following this method. So don't you want to train smarter, not harder? Choose to make the biggest impact with the smallest amount of work and get results faster. Maybe you're having a hard time believing that lifting weights and eating more food is actually going to help you lose fat and build the body that you want. All right, let's take a look at one of my clients, Allie here. So Allie's a busy mom of 2 kids working a demanding job, and for years she put herself last, always taking care of everyone else first. She wanted to feel better in her skin, have more energy, and finally feel confident again. But every time she tried to focus on her health, life got in the way. She'd start strong, lose momentum, and then end up feeling like a failure. That's when Allie joined the Parent Power method. In just her first 120 days, she lost 30 pounds, significantly improved her strength, and was able to increase the weight that she lifted. But it didn't just stop there. She felt stronger, more energized throughout the day. She learned how to manage her stress better through training. She built healthier habits and a routine that actually fits her life. So here's what Allie had to say. Before joining, I felt stuck, exhausted, overwhelmed, always putting my kids, my job, and everyone else first. I never thought that I'd be able to stick to anything because life always got in the way. But with Alex and the Parent Power method, everything clicked. The approach is realistic, flexible, and designed for busy parents just like me. I lost 30 pounds in just 4 months, dropped 6.5 inches off my waist, and for the first time in years, I felt strong, energized, and proud of my body. Now I have the energy to keep up with my kids and finally feel in control of my health again. I'm no longer stuck in the cycle of starting over, and I feel unstoppable. If you're a busy parent who feels like there's no time for you, trust me, this works. Allie didn't just overhaul her entire life. She focused on small, repeatable wins one day at a time. Now she's 46 pounds down 6 months in, has more energy to keep up with her kids, feels unstoppable. It all started with one decision to take care of herself, and if Allie can do it, so can you. Then we got our client Tara here. My client Tara, a busy mom juggling full-time work, school, and raising her kids, joined us feeling completely stuck. She was at her heaviest weight, physically and emotionally, and honestly, almost didn't sign up. But Tara made a decision to stop starting over, to bet on herself one last time. And what happened next was nothing short of incredible. She lost 33.6 inches across her body. She rebuilt her confidence, and she stopped putting herself last. And here's what Tara had to say. Alex Hansen has been a tremendous positive influence on my life for these last 6 months. I'm learning to be more aware of my needs and focus on activities that positively influence my life, physically and mentally. My belief is that children need strong and supportive moms, and this program absolutely supports that. Tara didn't just lose inches, she gained her power back. She's showing up stronger as a mom, as a student, and a woman. She's hiking, skiing, living life fully, and she's no longer relying on food or alcohol as an escape, because she doesn't need to anymore. Feeling powerful, energized, and proud of the woman that she's become, and so can you. Now, lifting weights and building muscle is essential, but there's one more piece of the puzzle. To truly get the results and keep them, you need to fuel your body properly. So that's why step 3 is all about dialing in your nutrition. In our method, we don't follow restrictive diets. Instead, we teach you our proven system, a simple framework to balance your meals, fuel your body, and keep your metabolism high. We call this the PFF system, focusing on protein, fat, and fiber, aka macronutrients. No more starving yourself, no more food guilt, just a clear, doable system that works with your life, not against it. So let's dive in on how this works next. First of all, not all calories are all made up of the same. Can you guess how many calories are in one meal of fast food versus an entire day of eating PFF? Go ahead and guess. In one fast food meal, you can eat up to 2,000 calories in just a single meal, whereas an entire day of eating PFF, if done correctly, you can be eating just 1,500 calories. As busy parents, it's not just about how much you eat, it's about what you eat and how you feel your body. If you're only focused on calories, you could easily blow through your entire day's intake with one fast food meal, be left hungry, frustrated, and still nowhere closer to your goals. But when we understand how to prioritize protein, healthy fats, and fiber-rich carbs, the exact formula we teach in the Parent Power method, you unlock food freedom. You learn how to eat more volume, stay fuller for longer, and still lose fat without starving yourself or cutting out the foods that you love. It's not about eating less, it's about eating smarter for your body, your lifestyle, and your goals. This is where everything starts to shift. So I know you're wondering, Alex, how do I figure out how much protein, fat, and fiber to fit my needs? If you're wondering how much you need for each macronutrient, you can start right here. The Parent Power Fat Burning Macro Ratio. It's designed to fuel your body, keep you full, and support fat loss, even with your busy schedule. No starving, no complicated apps, just a simple, flexible approach that fits into your real life. So let me break it down for you real quick. So this breakdown is specifically designed for busy parents just like you, not your partner, not your gym rat coworker, not that influencer who lives in the gym and doesn't have kids. This is built for your real life. Here's the Parent Power Fat Burning Macros Ratio we use to fuel fat loss, build muscle, and keep your energy up without starving yourself. So 35% protein to support muscle, boost metabolism, and keep you full. 25% fats for hormone balance, brain function, long-lasting energy. 40% carbs and fiber to fuel your workouts, stabilize blood sugar, and support digestion. It's simple, it's flexible, it's made for your real life, with work, family, and everything else on your plate. So let's start with protein. You're aiming for about 0.81 to about 1 gram of protein per pound of your current body weight. But to keep it simple, most of our clients do best starting with a minimum of 100 to about 120 grams per day, depending on their goals and their lifestyle. For many of our clients, especially those looking to maximize fat loss and muscle tone, we'll go higher, sometimes even to like 150 plus grams per day, as long as it fits within your overall caloric intake and it feels sustainable. The key is hitting a level of protein that keeps you full, supports lean muscle growth, and helps you burn more fat at rest, all without forcing yourself to eat bodybuilder bro meals that you can't stick with. This isn't about restriction, it's about giving your body the fuel that it needs to transform in a way that lasts. Now, let's talk about fats. You're going to aim for about 25% of daily calories to come from healthy fats. For most of our clients, this typically lands between 40 to 70 grams of fats per day. That's a wide range because it really depends on you, how active you are, how much you enjoy higher fat foods, what helps you stay full and satisfied, and how your digestion and hormones respond. The goal isn't to obsess over a perfect number. It's to find a sweet spot where you feel energized, satisfied, and not constantly hungry. Fats play a huge role in hormone health and joint health and satiety, so don't fear them. You want to leave enough room for your carbs and fiber too, which is why getting this balance right is so important. This is what keeps your plan flexible, sustainable, and enjoyable. So let's break down carbs and fiber. This part is super individual. How many carbs you need depends on your daily energy demands, so chasing your kids, long work days, workouts, how active you are overall, so your steps, training, hobbies, your body's ability to efficiently use carbs, so aka metabolic flexibility, and of course your preferences, because if you hate low carb diets, we're definitely not doing them. A good starting point is about 40% of your daily calories coming from carbs, including your fiber. So for fiber, aim for about 20 to 30 grams per day. This supports satiety, gut health, and keeps your hunger signals in check. As for total carbs, most of our clients fall between 80 to 200 grams per day. And yes, that's a wide range, but that's because your needs aren't the same as your best friends or your partners. The key takeaway, we're not demonizing carbs. We're using them strategically to fuel your workouts, improve recovery, and support long-term fat loss without restriction. This is about sustainability, not extremes. Now, when my client Amanda implemented the Parent Power method of lifting weights, following our simplified nutrition system, she lost 30 pounds in just 120 days, all while working 10 to 12 hour shifts and managing her busy life. She didn't overhaul her entire routine overnight. Instead, She focused on simple, high-protein meals that kept her full without cutting out her favorite foods, strength training 3 to 4 times per week, not endless cardio, small daily actions that built momentum even when her schedule was packed, because she stopped chasing quick fixes and started following a sustainable strategy. Amanda didn't just lose weight, she built habits that actually stuck long-term. Now her energy is through the roof, she feels in control of her food, and her confidence is sky high. Here's what Amanda had to say. I used to feel so out of control with my eating, especially after long shifts, but now I'm feeling my body right, not feeling deprived, and I actually enjoy the process. This is the first time I felt I can actually keep this going long term. If Amanda can do it with her crazy schedule, so can you. You don't need to be perfect. You need a plan that works with your life, not against it. Start nourishing your metabolism with real high-quality foods, prioritizing protein, healthy fats, fibrous carbs at every meal. This isn't about eating less, it's about eating smarter. Fueling your body to build lean muscle, stay satisfied, and burn more fat at rest. Now, let's zoom out and look at a bigger picture. These are the 3 essential steps you need to burn fat, tone up, and feel your absolute best as a busy parent. So, step 1, we covered the old school eat less, do more cardio mindset, leaving you stuck, losing muscle, slowing your metabolism, and feeling frustrated. That's what leads to the skinny fat cycle or holding on to fat. But when you shift your focus to building muscle, supporting your metabolism, and fueling your body properly, everything changes. That's the approach I'm going to be guiding you through next. The Parent Power Method gives you a new equation for sustainable fat loss as a busy parent. So let's break it down. First, you need to focus on real food combinations that support your metabolism. That means in every meal should include protein to build and preserve lean muscle, healthy fats to keep you satisfied and support hormone health, fibrous carbs for energy, digestion, and fullness. This simple combo is what keeps you full, energized, and burning fat without falling into the restrict and binge cycle. It's not about cutting more, it's about fueling better. That's how you create sustainable results that fit your life as a parent. And we're going to focus on hitting your PFF targets, protein, healthy fats, fibrous carbs at every meal, because that's what fuels fat loss and builds your metabolism. Not obsessing over calorie burn or crash diets. We're going to focus on PFF targets, your macronutrients, not our calories. Secondly, when it comes to calories out and exercise, I know you've been told that you need to burn as many calories as possible, whether it's through HIIT workouts, spin classes, boot camps, you name it, but here's the truth. The calorie chasing approach leaves you starving. You end up breaking down muscle, your metabolism slows down, and you're stuck on the same yo-yo cycle. Think about how many times you smashed a killer workout on Saturday morning, only to end up at brunch after, where you easily ate back what you burned, plus more in just one sitting because you were just so hungry. That's not because you failed, that's because the plan was flawed. At Hanson Health, we do things differently. We weight train to build lean muscle, we prioritize sustainable movement like walking, mobility, recovery. We use macro tracking as a tool, not a punishment, to fuel your body properly. This is how you actually boost your resting metabolism, so you're burning more fat all day, not just during a workout. And lastly, this isn't about weight loss. You want to feel stronger, more confident, more capable in your body, and that's why we focus on body composition, not just the scale. This is about getting leaner, building muscle, and creating a lifestyle that actually works for you as a busy parent. You want to lose body fat specifically. You want to see tone, definition, feeling strong, not just way less on the scale. This is about body composition and your metabolism, not just calories in versus calories out. Even if you have a significant amount of weight that you want to lose, the real goal is to hold on to muscle mass while shedding body fat, because that's what gives you the lean, strong, fit look that you're after. Not starving yourself, not running yourself into the ground with cardio, not dropping a bunch of weight just to end up skinny fat. When we focus on building muscle and fueling your metabolism, the fat loss follows, and it's sustainable. This is exactly how we help busy parents at Hanson Health create bodies that they're proud of, without sacrificing their energy, their health, or their time with their family. Now lastly, I want to include an expert tip here because all of this is well and good, but if you're not in the right mindset to embrace this new approach, then you won't do it, and you won't get these incredible results. Next up, I have a mindset example. This is also a really relevant case study for anyone watching this. If you're a mom, shout out to all my moms and our moms in our community. If you're a busy mom in your 40s, menopausal, perimenopausal, balancing toddlers, having a demanding job, and still trying to prioritize your health, this is definitely going to resonate with you. So, this is Caroline. Caroline came to us feeling stuck, going into perimenopause, struggling to lose the weight and prioritizing herself. She was used to hiking, running, HIIT workouts, constantly doing more, but never seeing the results that she wanted. She wanted to get more toned, feel strong, and was afraid of getting bulky if she started lifting weights. On top of that, between her job, her raising 2 toddlers, and the chaos of everyday life, she didn't know where to start or how to make it work for her schedule. but she took a chance on herself and joined Hanson Health. At first, she wasn't ready to hit the gym, it felt intimidating, so we built a plan that worked for her at home, focusing on the basics that mattered the most. So progressive overload with simple equipment or even body weight, upping her protein intake to fuel lean muscle, and eating in a realistic calorie deficit to feel good, not depleted. What happened next was incredible. In just 120 days, Caroline dropped 20 pounds of body fat and started seeing real definition. But the part that she was most proud of, her six-pack, which she loved bragging about to her coworkers. I actually had a mutual friend of hers text me and be like, Alex, how do I get this six-pack? She keeps bragging about it at work. And since then, Caroline has become a regular in the gym, showing up so much stronger at her career, for her family, and most importantly, herself. She's proof that you don't need to grind yourself into the ground with cardio to get a strong, toned physique. Caroline's story shows what's possible when you train smart and follow a system that's built for your lifestyle. She's rocking visible abs in her 40s, even while raising 2 toddlers and working a time-demanding job. It's been incredible watching Caroline transform, not just physically, but in how she shows up for herself. She told me, I used to think cardio was the answer. I was exhausted, frustrated, spinning my wheels, constantly doing more and seeing no results. Once I started lifting weights, focusing on my protein, and following the plan, everything changed. I felt stronger, more confident, and actually loved the gym now. Honestly, I looked into hiring a personal trainer, a dietitian, and a personal life coach before joining Hanson Health. The cost would have been at least 3 times what I paid for this program. The best part of Hanson Health is the ongoing support, community, and knowing that you're never doing this alone. If you're serious about getting toned, feeling powerful, and finally seeing the body that you've been chasing, this program works. Now, in a minute, I'm going to help you figure out your goals for your health, your fitness, your nutrition, and your body over the next 4 months. But I want you to first reflect on what's been the most valuable thing for you so far in this video. At the beginning of this video, I promised you'd walk away with a new vision and real clarity for your body, your health, and your life. I said you'd be leaving here understanding why what you've tried before hasn't worked, and how you can start moving towards a stronger, leaner, healthier version of yourself with strategies designed for your reality as a busy parent. Not unrealistic diets, not hours of cardio, but a system that actually fits your life. Before we go any further, I want to pause and ask, have I delivered on that promise so far? In a moment, I'm going to walk you through a quick exercise while I invite you to make a real decision about your goals for the next 120 days. Not from a place of I hope this works or maybe someday, but from a place of conviction that you're ready to make this happen for you and your family. Deciding that it's happening and understanding the value of making this choice for yourself today. So let's take a moment to do this together. After this quick exercise, I'm going to invite you to declare your goals either for yourself or share them with someone who supports you. Now, I want you to get into a position that feels powerful for you. Maybe you sit up a little bit taller, maybe you roll your shoulders back, maybe you take a deep breath and ground yourself. This is your moment. Maybe you sit up in your chair, maybe you sit back, maybe you stand, but you get in a position that feels powerful and comfortable. And from there, I want you to close your eyes, and I won't put anything new on the screen. I want you to close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose. Fill your lungs, exhale through your mouth, let your shoulders drop, let your jaw relax, let your face relax. I want you to picture this with me. You're on a family trip with your partner, your kids. It's been a long time since you've truly unplugged. The sun is out, the kids are laughing, you're walking along the beach, feeling light, strong, and present. Not worrying about sucking in your stomach, not hiding under oversized shirts or cover-ups, not feeling self-conscious in photos. Your partner pulls out their phone. Babe, let's take a picture with the kids. And without hesitation, you walk up, wrap your arms around your family, and smile confidently. You're not thinking about angles. You're not worrying about if your arms look flabby or if your belly shows. You're just there in the moment because you finally feel good in your skin. The best part, when they post that picture later, you don't even flinch because you know how you look strong, healthy, and happy. And in this moment, it only happened because 4 months ago, you made a decision to stop spinning your wheels, to stop putting yourself last, to finally take control of your health for good. Now, I want you to picture this moment. How would it feel to be at ease in your own body? To not overthink every photo, every outfit, every mirror glance? Who would you be if that was your reality? Confident, strong, a leader, not just at work or for your family, but for yourself. That's what this is really about, not just fat loss. Imagine that moment with more freedom, that presence, that self-respect. What would it be worth for you to feel like that? Have that kind of mental clarity, alignment, and confidence about yourself. Okay, open your eyes. Now take a breath and ask yourself, what would this level of confidence attract into your life? A raise, a deeper connection with your partner, more energy with your kids, the courage to make that career leap. How are you feeling after this visualization exercise? What do you feel like is possible for you now? I want to invite you to write a few things down for what comes up for you, and just know this, I've worked with hundreds of busy parents who felt exactly like you do right now. They didn't think it was possible either, but it was, and it is, for you too. And in just a moment, I'm going to show you how we made this happen step by step through our Parent Power method. Before we dive into the next part, I want to remind you why you showed up here today. You're busy between work, kids, family life. Your plate is beyond full. But you still made time to press play on this video. You're still here 30 plus minutes in, and that tells me this really matters to you. Maybe you came in feeling overwhelmed and uncertain. Maybe you've tried so many things before, you're starting to wonder if real lasting change is even possible for you. Or maybe you're just tired. Tired of feeling stuck in a body that doesn't reflect how much you actually care. Whatever brought you here, I want you to know it's valid and you're in the right place. Because what you're about to learn next is exactly how other busy parents just like you made this work without flipping their entire lives upside down. You're here because you want to change something in your life. You've been thinking about this for a while, but maybe there's a little voice in your head saying, what if it doesn't work? What if I fail again? You've been scared to fully take the leap, not because you don't want it, but because you're not sure how to really get started, and frankly, life is already overwhelming enough. Maybe you're just stuck at a frustrating plateau. Your weight hasn't budged in weeks, or you're seeing your hard work barely make a dent. Or maybe you're feeling defeated. You're tired of giving your effort and getting nothing back. You're tired of spinning your wheels, and you're done wasting your time on things that never stick. You want more. And that's okay. More energy, more confidence, more control over your health, more you time. And I want you to know you deserve every bit of it. So here's where you're at right now. You have two options. Option one, you keep doing what you've always done, the start again Monday mindset, the all or nothing diets, the random workouts squeezed in whenever you have time. But let's be honest, that hasn't exactly been working, has it? You'll keep spending more time, more energy, more mental space trying to figure it all out alone. You'll risk staying stuck or even gaining more weight as life gets busier. And that I'll get back on track soon plan, it keeps slipping away further away. Or option two, you 100% commit to yourself right now to take action. You follow a proven roadmap designed for busy parents like you. No more guessing, no more overwhelm, just a clear plan that fits your life. So which is it going to be? It's decision time. Option one or option two. If you're sitting there nodding and thinking, Alex, I'm ready, it's time for option two, then this is for you. If you're ready to build the strongest, most confident version of yourself, you want a clear step-by-step 120-day roadmap to make it happen, I want to personally invite you into the Hanson Health Academy with our Parent Power method. This is our proven transformation system designed specifically for busy parents who want to lose weight, build muscle, and finally create a lifestyle they can maintain without extreme diets or sacrificing family time. You'll be working alongside an incredible community of hundreds of like-minded parents who are done starting over and ready to reclaim their energy, health, and confidence. The Parent Power method inside our Hanson Health Academy is designed to help busy parents like you lose fat, build muscle, and create a strong, confident body without endless cardio, restrictive diets, or sacrificing time with your family. By the end of the 120 days in the program, you're going to have absolute clarity on what workouts and exercises fit your busy life and goals, how to build lean muscle and burn fat efficiently, the exact nutrition strategy that work for your lifestyle, not against it, how to enjoy your favorite foods without guilt, and most importantly, how to sustain your results for life. This isn't a quick fix, it's a permanent lifestyle change, custom built for parents who are done starting over, and by the end of the 4 months, you won't just look different. You'll think, feel, and carry yourself differently too. You'll have the tools to build your strongest body and the mindset to keep it for life. So, what's actually included? How does the Parent Power method actually work? I'm sure you're wondering. So here's how it works. We kick things off with a private onboarding and orientation call where we map out your custom 120-day plan. You'll meet your personal success coach and get introduced to the rest of the Hanson Health community, busy parents just like you who are on this journey too. Now you do get 24/7 one-on-one support from me and my team of registered dietitians and personal trainers through private messaging. You get the community, you get email, and you get group and one-on-one coaching as well. You also have 4 monthly group coaching calls with myself. Now, these coaching calls will be educational with slides to make sure you're feeling supported and learning our system. Hot seat coaching is also included to answer your specific questions and get you personalized support that you need. You'll also get all group call recordings, so you don't have to worry about missing them. You're also going to get our 16-week fitness plan. This includes at-home and gym versions. All you need is a pair of dumbbells, resistance bands, or you can even just start with body weight. We'll give you a progressive strength training program designed specifically for busy parents to lose fat, build lean muscle, and finally feel strong in your body again. You'll learn exactly which exercises give you the best bang for your buck without wasting hours in the gym or guessing what to do. On top of that, you'll get our entire nutrition system, family-friendly meal plans, simple recipe library, easy-to-follow grocery lists. We've got options for everyone, whether you're eating meat, plant-based, or need quick, flexible meals that fit your crazy schedule. Now you're also going to get custom macros tailored for you and your goals. And what's crazy about this is you do get a registered dietitian creating them for you, not a personal trainer. So we're going to make sure that you have the protein, fats, and carb targets you need to reach your goals specifically. And we update them every month to make sure you keep progressing and break through any plateaus. You're also going to get intuitive eating guidelines, so you don't have to be tracking forever. We transition you to more educated forms of eating to be more sustainable. Also get monthly core audits with your dedicated success coach. Every month you'll submit your progress and your coach is going to send you a milestone assessment to make changes to your plan and make sure the plan is working for you or make any changes that you both need to make. Also get weekly coaching calls with your dedicated success coach to make sure you have accountability from all angles and every step of the way. You also get our 16-week online course. This is specific to busy parents just like you, so you can finally understand why losing weight feels so much harder when you're juggling work, kids, and life. You learn what's actually different about your metabolism, how stress, hormones, and life demands impact your fat loss, and most importantly, you'll get the step-by-step system to lose fat, build strength, and keep it off. No crash diets, no all-or-nothing workout plans, just simple, proven strategies that fit into your life. You also get to connect with like-minded parents inside our private community filled with moms and dads who are on the same journey. Some are just starting out, others are maintaining the results with ease after working through this exact system. This community is where you'll get support, motivation, and accountability because we all know how easy it is just to fall back into old habits when life gets busy. So to summarize, you're going to get the complete Hanson Health Academy, which includes our full online course curriculum, video lessons that simplify fat loss for busy parents, the exact workout programs that fit your lifestyle, exercise tutorial videos for form and technique, audios, PDF guides, and weekly assessments, and of course the coaching support and accountability you need to stay on track. This is how we help busy parents just like you finally create lasting change without sacrificing your family life or sanity. So I bet you're wondering, Alex, what's the catch? The catch is you can't just click a button and enroll in the Parent Power Method right now. Because this isn't a generic program for anyone who just wants to lose weight. This is a private coaching community built specifically for busy parents who are serious about creating lasting change. That's why we require an application first to make sure of two things. One, that you're the right fit for this method. This program is for parents who are ready to take control of their health and follow a proven system. Not for people who just want another quick fix or fat diet. And two, that we're the right fit for you. We want to be 100% confident that we can help you with the results that you're after. If we're not the best solution for you, we'll be honest about that and point you in the right direction. This is about making sure we're setting you up for success, not selling you into another program that just ends up collecting dust. Now, if you do choose to apply in the next 24 hours and are accepted on both sides, you're going to receive some extra bonuses. So bonus number one, when you're accepted and officially enroll, you're going to receive the 30-day Parent Power Meal Prep Accelerator. This is done for you, a 4-week meal prep system built specifically for busy parents who want to lose fat without giving up family time or spending their entire Sunday in the kitchen. So here's what's included. 4 weeks of ready-to-follow meal prep plans designed for busy parents, no guesswork, simple 30-minute recipes that even your kids will approve of, grocery lists, and batch cooking guides to save you hours every single week. All meals are high protein, high volume, and sustainable, so you stay full, energized, and on track. This bonus alone is going to help you eliminate the stress of what should I eat and give you back time for your family while still getting the results that you want. So this is basically your comprehensive one-stop pit stop for parents and your nutrition. No more overthinking, no more stressing about what to eat, just follow the plan and get the results. Bonus number 2, the Parent Weight Loss Accelerator ebook. When you apply and enroll in the Parent Power Method, you also get immediate access to my Parent Weight Loss Accelerator ebook. This is the go-to blueprint for busy parents who want to speed up their metabolism, boost their energy, and burn fat without starving themselves or following unrealistic plans. Inside, you'll get the exact step-by-step framework to fuel your body while staying in a sustainable fat loss phase, how to balance nutrition with hectic work and family schedule without sacrificing results, simple swaps and hacks to make weight loss easier even when life is chaotic. This isn't about eating 1,200 calories and suffering through it. It's about building a realistic, parent-friendly approach that actually lasts. Bonus number 3, lifetime access to our Hanson Health community. When you join, you'll also receive lifetime access to our exclusive Hanson Health community. That's why this is so powerful. Get ongoing support, feedback, and accountability even after your program ends. Connect with other parents on the same journey who get it. Ask questions, celebrate wins, and stay on track with expert guidance. What's crazy about this isn't just a 120-day thing. Even after you finish your transformation, we want you to have the support to maintain it long term, because accountability doesn't just stop at 4 months. This is how we help you make it a lifestyle. Before we go any further, I want to take a moment to talk about who the Parent Power Method is for and who it's not for. So the Parent Power Method is for busy parents of any shape, size, or starting point. It doesn't matter if you got 50 plus pounds to lose or if you're simply just looking to tone up or feel good in your skin again. But you have to be ready to take control of your health. This is for the parent who's tired of starting over. It's for the mom or dad who's sick of quick fixes, fad diets, and plans that never stick. It's for the parent who's done putting themselves last and is ready to finally build a strong, confident body, not just for a 30-day shred, not for a beach body, but for a lifestyle that makes you feel powerful, energized, and proud of yourself every single day. It's for the parent who's ready to learn how to fuel their body, work out efficiently, and create sustainable results that don't fall apart when life gets busy. It's also for the parent who's ready to stop chasing diet after diet and finally lose weight in a way that's sustainable, realistic, and built to last. Now, let's be real about who the Parent Power Method is not for. It's not for the person who's looking for quick fixes or a magic pill. If you're hoping to drop 20 pounds in 2 weeks by starving yourself or doing endless cardio, this is not the program for you. It's not for the parent who's not willing to invest a little bit of time into learning new habits. It's definitely not for someone who isn't ready to become healthier, stronger, and leaner in their body over the next 120 days. This method works, but only if you're ready to show up and take that first step. And it's not for any parent who doesn't want the personalized accountability and support, or who's not coachable and looking to have that relationship with a coach. Now let's just take a look at what it might cost. First of all, a personal trainer, if you were to hire them to work with you, even just 3 times a week for 120 days, be about $4,000 or more just starting there. Now for a registered dietitian, in case you didn't know, registered dietitians are like lawyers. They charge by the hour and they're very expensive. And not only that, they usually charge for packages, not one-off sessions. So you're looking at about $6,500 starting prices. And I did the minimum prices here. Here in my research for just a 4-month program. And an accountability coach could be about $2,000 for 4 months on the low end. So the total cost for this would be about $12,500 easily minimum. And this is exactly what some of my clients pay to work with me one-on-one for 4 months. By the way, this doesn't even factor in all of our coaches specialize in working with busy parents just like you, focusing on permanent fat loss, muscle building, and realistic strategies that fit your chaotic life. These prices would just be for general practitioners, not specialists, who understand the unique challenges of busy parents juggling careers, kids, and their own health. Now, with the Parent Power Method, you're not only getting the expertise of a personal trainer, a registered dietitian, and an accountability coach all in one, you're getting a proven, parent-focused system designed to help you lose fat and build muscle in a realistic, sustainable way. You're getting a personalized 120-day roadmap built around your lifestyle, time, and goals, 24/7 one-on-one support from me and my team to keep you accountable and supported. Group coaching calls, weekly coaching calls, recordings, feedback, so you always know exactly what to focus on. Access to our community of parents who are on the same journey, pushing through the same struggles as you. All tailored specifically to help you get faster, more sustainable results. You're getting access to our full Parent Power Method system, built specifically for busy parents who want a sustainable fat loss and muscle gain without sacrificing family time. You'll get an onboarding call with me to set you up for access, one-on-one messaging and support with your dedicated success coach, call recordings so you don't need to worry about missing them, a 16-week fitness plan at home and gym versions made for parents, PFF meal plans, recipe library, and grocery list all done for you, custom macros calculated monthly and targeted to you personally, 4 monthly group coaching calls with myself, and monthly core audits 3 times that are one-on-one monthly coaching audits for your previous 30 days of progress to make sure you're always moving in the right trajectory. Weekly coaching calls with your dedicated success coach, 16-week online course all about the parent body type and strategies, exclusive community connections with other like-minded busy parents. When you end up adding up just the coaching, resources, and long-term support, the value of the Parent Power Method comes to $6,997. But of course, that's not your investment. We'll talk more about that soon. And with all the bonuses, remember, you're also going to be getting bonus number 1, the 30-day Parent Power Meal Prep Accelerator, designed to help you lose fat without living in the kitchen. Bonus number 2, my Parent Weight Loss Accelerator ebook, giving you a proven dietitian-approved framework to boost your metabolism and lose fat sustainably. And bonus number 3, lifetime access to our private Parent Power community for continued support long after your program ends. The total value of these bonuses alone is $1,997. So when you add up everything, the coaching, the training, the systems, the support, and the bonuses, it brings us to a total program value of $8,994. But don't worry, I'm not going to be charging anywhere near that. Again, this is the value of what you get, not the actual price of the program. So right now, I bet you're thinking I'm likely going to be charging thousands upon thousands of dollars for this program, and truth is, I probably should. It's that good, and the results that you can create for yourself are big and permanent. When I asked my clients what they thought a fair price would be for the program, they all said it should easily be well into the thousands for everything that's included. But here's the thing, I get it. You're a busy parent, you're balancing work, family, and trying to take care of yourself. You know investing in your health is important, but it has to make sense for your life right now. That's why I've kept this program accessible. Even though the value far exceeds what most people expect, I've made sure it's well within reach for those who are truly ready to commit. It's not even close to the price of what it's valued at. And to make it even easier, we offer flexible payment plans so you can spread out the investment in a way that works for you. You can get started for less than what most people spend on takeout or snacks every single day. And honestly, if hundreds of busy parents with full plates and tight budgets have made this work, you can too. If you're feeling like this program is exactly what you need, but it's the price that's holding you back, let's have that conversation. Whether it's now or down the road, we'll figure out a way to make it work together. As long as you're serious about making a change, there's always a solution. Custom payment plans included. Now, I also want to mention that you do have lifetime access to the program materials, and that in itself is heard of, but what's unheard of is the access to our coaches and experts and that community for life. That is pretty much unparalleled, especially in a service industry, in the fitness world, nutrition support world. It's a risk-free investment with what I call the Hanson Health Promise. Now, the Hanson Health Promise is our 30-day money-back guarantee based on satisfaction. The way it works is, if you do the work and you put in a good faith effort and you're still not satisfied, show me your work within that 30 days of starting the program, and I'll give you a full refund. Best case scenario, you change your life. Worst case scenario, you worked out for free. You virtually have no risk. Now, I want to move into a couple of frequently asked questions, and I also want to show you some of the results you can expect in the program. If you don't have access to a gym, I want to remind you, you don't need one to do this program. You don't even need to be in one location. Even if you're traveling, it's totally fine. You just need a pair of dumbbells, resistance bands, or even body weight, and that's totally it, just to get started. And how big is the time commitment? It may seem like there's a lot going on, but the truth is, all you need is 20 to 45 minutes about 3 to 5 times a week. That's it. The workouts are very short, efficient. We get in, get out of the gym, or at home, if you're doing it at home. You're not spending your whole life in the gym or in the treadmill, and the rest of the content is asynchronous, and you have it for life. So you can go and look at the educational materials on your own timeline. If you have a busy season in life, you don't have to do all the parts all at once. You can get great results following the workouts, implementing a very minimal percentage of the program, and the time commitment can be as little as 20 minutes a day, more or less. If you're vegan or vegetarian, I want to remind you that we do have vegan and vegetarian plans, and we'll support you in your protein goals and everything. It'll be totally tailored for you as well. We have lots of recipes for vegans and vegetarians. Furthermore, if you're not a chef like me, I'm not confident in the kitchen. I like my recipes to be 6 ingredients or less and super simple. And as a result, our recipes are delicious and simple, but not like bodybuilder meals. You won't be eating broccoli and chicken every single day. These are awesome, delicious meals. You can cook them with your family. You can have them no matter what culture you come from or background. If you eat Mexican rice and beans, or if you eat whatever food is that you grew up with, that's your comfort food. The beauty of the PFF system is that it applies to all foods culturally and can be adapted because every food is either a protein, fat, or fibrous carb at the end of the day. What if I'm traveling soon? I want to reinforce that this is not a challenge program. This is a lifestyle. This is a foundational educational program for you as a parent, and you can do this for the rest of your life. We expect that over the next 4 months, you're going to travel. You might get sick, your kid might get sick, you might have a really busy weekend or work, you might be moving. There's so much that can happen in 4 months. We never expect you to put your life on hold to work on your health goals. That's just not how it works. If you're really serious about this, if you're committed, you'll know that it's just about getting started and learning how to get the results while life is happening. So if you're traveling, you can still get started and see great results and implement this on the road or wherever you are. We have people traveling all the time throughout the program. Now, what if you want to start later? I also want to mention that we do have flexible start dates. So if you apply and end up getting on the phone with us, we can discuss your ideal start date together and see what works best for you. And just a couple of mentions from our client. Cheryl, a mom of two, a business owner going back to school, she actually said the Hanson Health program seriously shifted things for me. I can't say enough good things. The workouts, the nutrition strategies, the mindset support were exactly why I needed to stay consistent. As a busy mom juggling school and my own business, learning how to build habits that fit my lifestyle was a game changer. Alex and the team made it possible for me to finally take care of myself and feel strong again. Danielle, a single mom, she said, I've been on my fitness journey since September and I'm down 27 pounds. The program taught me how to stay in a calorie deficit, stay consistent with my workouts, and prioritize myself. The support from Alex and the team kept me going. All my hard work and determination finally paid off, and I'm so proud of myself for becoming the healthiest version of me. This program really works if you're ready to put in the effort. Angela, a full-time working single mom, she said starting this journey was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I had zero energy, was burnt out from work, was overwhelmed finishing my master's degree, and Alex encouraged me to start even when life felt chaotic. The first few weeks were tough, but the progress came with consistency. Now I have more energy, better habits, a new chapter in my life. The community and expert coaching from Hanson Health was life-changing. Now, how do you apply? A couple more results that you can see here. This is a great question. You can head over to hansonhealthfitness.com/apply to get started, learn more, and apply. So next steps. What are you going to be doing from here? First of all, step 1, go ahead and fill out an application at hansonhealthfitness.com/apply. For a good mutual fit, you'll be notified and you'll be able to proceed and book a call with me or a member of my team to see if it's a mutual fit over the phone. We'll go over your goals, figure out what you're currently doing, just go a bit more in depth over your health history, what you're struggling with, and see if this is going to be the right fit for you to create a permanent lifestyle change. And lastly, if you're a good fit, you'll start the program and you'll achieve your very own body recomposition in 4 months or less. Whether you have 40 pounds you need to lose, you're looking to just start somewhere, or you're looking to tone up, you'll start, get in, and get that going. I also want to mention that we do have limited spots available, and they will go quick. If you're watching this, that means that there's a few spots available, but they are filling up quickly, literally every day. So make sure you fill out an application as soon as possible just to save your spot. Even if you're not 100% sure if it's a good fit, go ahead, apply, we'll figure it out together. At least that'll save your spot. So you can go ahead and apply right now. You can go ahead and you can just scan the QR code right here and open up the website to apply. It's hansonhealthfitness.com/apply, and make sure you check your inbox for that free video course. It should be on its way to your inbox as soon as this video ends. That's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you inside the program. Have a good one.